Hey guys. So I'm sure there's going to be a huge wave of videos on this topic, um, but I thought I'd make a quick one myself before I went to bed. It's about 4 a.m., so this will hopefully be brief. Jen McCright has posted a farewell blog post where she cites hatred, otherwise known as disagreements and trolling, as taking a serious toll on her delicate emotional state. Um, as many of you know, it can be very difficult to maintain a positive outlook and general well being as a professional victim. In fact, over 90% of workplace deaths are suicides by chief executive victims and other professionals. Um, if I were you, I'd go buy stock in Puffs Plus Kleenex. I'm sure there's going to be a huge surge when the market opens tomorrow, so I'd get on that if I were you. Um, while reading through the comments, I saw a couple of interesting posts. Probably the most hilarious was from this victim enabler. Uh, Quote,
"You haven't failed anyone. The atheist community has failed you, has failed to protect you, and failed to keep you safe. We've failed you, not the other way around."
and it goes on nonsense like this. Uh, anyway, um, as I read on, I saw some discussion about what they seem to be calling a hate barrier. Check it out.
Damn it. And you are one of the reasons I started reading free thought blogs. Frowny face. I like the idea of setting up barriers to stop the hate, recognizing that it'll probably mean a loss of privacy. How can I help?
Here's another one.
It'd have to be someone the person trusts with their personal communications. I don't know that any of us are that close to Jen, but in general, if you know someone in your circle of friends who might start a blog or make a public statement or do an interview or write an article for atheismplus.com, I suggest offering to set up screening with them as an option beforehand. If anything becomes clear in this mess, if anything's become clear in this mess, it's that women inevitably get backlash for speaking out. Maybe we can take that lesson and pull the haters' fangs.
Now, it's hard to tell for sure by these posts alone. I mean, there must have obviously been other discussions about this quote hate barrier, patent pending, somewhere other than this post. By the sounds of it, my speculation is that this is some kind of ignorance by proxy configuration, where a delicate flower writes up some unsubstantiated nonsense, then passes it to an intermediary who posts on her behalf, uh, manages comments and communication, etc., shielding the delicate flower from the rain. Does anyone have any more info on this hate barrier thing? I'd love to hear it. Um, does this remind anyone else of the whole proxy violence conversation? If you're not aware of this, proxy violence is basically the explanation for violence between women and men. Men do the violence and women recruit men to do it on their behalf. It's not just violence, it falls nicely in line with the whole agent versus object thing that feminists say they're trying so hard to eradicate. The object in this case, Jen, finds an agent to act on her behalf and suffer all the consequences of the actions that she makes while she remains protected. If this is what the hate barrier is, it's just an absolutely perfect example of how feminism preaches one thing while practicing another. Anyway, I just wanted to mention this. I wanted to chime in on this before I went to bed. I'm sure she'll be back. If not, good riddance. Anyway, thanks for listening.